Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. Right, today's video, I've been looking forward to doing this actually, and I've seen lots of videos on this. I'm really eager to get my hands on this for several reasons, and I'll explain as we go along. But for this part of the video, we're going to do the unboxing. It is obviously this Aeroband Smart Guitar, a new way to be a musician. I think that's quite important to take in. So let's have a look at it. And some of you may have seen that I did a review of the Pocket Drums 2 Pro, which wasn't a sponsored video, if you like. That was just me doing it off my own back. I did have a problem with it and the module stopped working, and so I emailed them and they said, yeah, no problem, we'll send you a new one. But what they actually did was they sent me the next version, the Pocket Drums 2 Max. So thank you very much for that. I didn't ask for that, but I just needed the module replacing. But I do love the Pocket Drums 2 Pro. So we're going to give this a whirl. Apparently they've done some improvements and it's a bit more accurate and stuff like that, but I may do that in a separate video. I'll let you know. Alright, I hope you can see that. It's really hard to get the camera. It's a big box. So let's open the box up. First thing first, figure out how to open the box up. What's in the box? Here we go. Take that off. Ooh. We've got a little box. We'll take that out. We'll have a look in there in a minute. Nicely packaged, got to say. Obviously you've got the guitar body, which is this thing. It's got some weight to it. Probably no heavier than a decent, guitar body. Obviously there's a speaker in there. It's got some buttons and knobs and things, but we'll investigate all that as time goes on. And then you've got the fretboard, the neck, and the fretboard. Got some buttons up there. Obviously no tuners because it's not a conventional guitar. Strings are stuck on nylon. Does have frets, they are raised, and they're nylon I think as well. So you can't bend strings. So that's one thing to point out from the off. It's very flat. It's quite wide. So I mean that's quite wide for me, but we'll see how it goes when we play it. So that's the first look at that, and then we've got this little box here, which is going to have some stuff in it, obviously. Come on, hang on, not too much. We've got some plectrums, which is nice, just your normal plasticky kind of plectrums. A tool. I'm not sure what that's for, but we've got a stabby thing. And a USB cable, obviously, because it's probably rechargeable. Yep. And oh, we got some chord sheets by the looks of it. Are they stickers? I think they're stickers. They're stickers, I think. And some blank stickers, I suppose. We'll figure that out later. Lots of chords on there. Okay. And obviously your free 1-year warranty. It's an extended warranty. So that's 2 years then, is it? So yeah, you get 2-year warranty, that's good. And then the user manual, obviously. Okay, back to the guitar body. We've got some paper protecting those. Okay, they're metal strings on that part, which is obviously the strumming part. What's this say? Switch the mute bar to mute the sound after plucking the string. Touch the mute bar. So it's got a sensor there, so you can do muting. To play the palm mute, please touch the mute bar while playing. Tells you twice. Touch the mute bar while playing. Okay, I'll leave that on there for now. Well, that came off. What's going on here? All right, ball ends. They're like ball ends for the strings, so that's where the strings are. I suppose you can replace these strings if they snap. Okay, that's cool. So that comes off. That's the mute bar sensor. And little ball ends there. I don't know if you can buy these strings then or what. Or do they just clamp in there? Maybe they just clamp in there. You just use conventional strings maybe. You just cut them. Don't know. Maybe that's what that tool's all about. But I can't imagine you breaking them very easily. We don't know, do we? Okay, so that's that. Let's bolt it together. Alright, let's get this thing. So you got this, the body, handsy neck. Simple as that, and it's on. So there you are, your guitar. So I think it's important to say at this point, it looks like a guitar, obviously. Has a neck like a guitar. Strings don't bend. Not sure why they didn't include that. And because you don't have any movement in the strings, initially, you know, my first impression here is it's very, very hard to feel what you're doing. But it will be very easy to play, I should imagine. But we'll get into that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I can give you guys the best possible review, and Aeroband as well, is I'm going to live with this for a little bit. I'm going to play this for a couple of days. I'm going to go through everything, use it how I want to use it, as well as explore all the features and everything it does before I start giving you the information and my thoughts on it. Initial thoughts are, it looks really nice, it looks really good quality. I love the packaging. I'm excited to try this. And the reason I'm excited to try this is because, as some of you know, I live in a van now. I do have a MIDI setup that I use with my acoustic guitar, and it's the old Roland blah blah blah. Anyway, there's videos on that. So this could actually replace that, and if this does work out how I want it to work out for me, this could replace that, I hope. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm going to live with it, and then I'm going to give you the most honest reaction and information on it as possible. Okay, it's been a couple of days and I've been playing around with this, having great fun with it. Some frustrations, but I'll talk about that, largely because of my own self though. But I'm going to start by reading you what Aeroband have sent me about who Aeroband is. So if you don't know who Aeroband is, this talks about them. It's very quick, so stick with it. So, about Aeroband. At Aeroband, our mission is to revolutionise the musical landscape with innovative digital instruments that make music accessible and enjoyable for everyone. We strive to democratise music creation by providing smart, intuitive tools that inspire creativity and foster learning. Okay? Allowing individuals of all skill levels to express themselves musically, guided by our core values of innovation, accessibility, empowerment, and joy. We aim to make musical expression as natural and fulfilling as possible, ensuring that anyone with a passion for music can pursue it with ease. They say that quite a lot. Ease, easy, making it easy, making instruments that are easier to play than conventional instruments, I'm going to say. So, and having played with this now for a couple of days, put some hours into it, it is very easy to play. I will confirm that. Anyway, so as we go on with this guitar, the design philosophy. Aeroband's guitar philosophy is not just to refine the guitar, but to redefine it. Our vision is to make the process of music creation accessible and enjoyable for everyone. With a focus on user-friendly design, we aspire to empower individuals to explore their musical potential. Embrace the journey with us as we introduce a new way to be a musician. A fresh, approachable path to musical expression for all. Hear that rain. We blend simplicity with innovation to create an instrument that's inviting to newcomers as it is intriguing to veterans. I guess I'm a veteran. It's more than an improved guitar, it's a new gateway to musical joy. Okay. So that's what Aeroband's about, that's what this is about. Alright? So it is not like your conventional guitar, they make that very clear. One of their aims is to make it easy to play, so it's accessible for all. So maybe complete beginners, because you know what it's like if you've learned guitar, you know how painful it can be and how hard work it can be. And as one of my band members has skin condition where his skin gets ripped off quite easily, he is a guitar player and a drummer, plays a lot of drums now because he finds it really difficult to play guitar. This could be something very useful for him as a practice tool and perhaps as a live tool, but we'll see. People with arthritis, any kind of like muscle or finger joints or anything they struggle with, this could be a really good way of not just learning guitar, but maybe if you're in a position where you can't play guitar very well anymore, you can play this instead. So on that note, let's look at the fretboard and the strings. The strings are glued on, they don't move, they're nylon and the frets are nylon, and they're stuck to the frets as well. So there is no pushing down like you would on a normal guitar with the string height. So you just literally just touch the strings. You can feel the strings, which is good, so you know where you are. If you're a guitar player, you can naturally feel where you are. The neck is quite wide, but it's okay. I've got stubby hands, so and I can play it. It's fine. I would worry, however, with someone young, like maybe 10, under 10, would probably struggle to get the hand around that. But it is very, very comfortable to play because of that. My only thing that I would say is because the strings are nylon and because the frets are nylon, when you're sliding there's quite a bit of friction. It probably would be better if the frets were metal. I don't know if there's any kind of lubrication you could maybe put on it for slides, but I did find that it's a little bit restricted. It's not impossible, but it's not like smooth like a normal guitar would be. Alright, even though you can play this right out of the box, you have to use the app, which I discovered straight away, because first of all I just plugged it, well I didn't even plug it in, you don't plug it in, just plug the neck in, turn it on, and it worked straight away. And it didn't have the hammer-on feature enabled, didn't have the string slide thing enabled. There's loads of stuff on the app that you can do to make it a much better playing instrument. So I was a bit frustrated at first. Then the next day, I used the app. That's me not reading the instructions, that's my fault. So let's have a look at the app. Okay, so I've got it downloaded on my spare phone here. So when you first go in, it will ask you what level you are. So I've never played before, blah blah blah. So obviously I'm going to go with I can play most songs because I can, so to speak. And then it asks you what your music preferences are. So I'm going to go rock, pop, country, yeah, why not? Jazz, no, not me. Next step, obviously English. Go on in, and then it wants you to obviously sign up and whatever. Next step, turn on the guitar, hold down this button for 2 seconds. Love that. Okay, now we're into the app, so we need to press the Bluetooth up there. Press it. There we go. And then it will tell me, yeah, do that. Allow, do that. And now that's pairing to the guitar. Okay, connect. There, connecting. So, there we go, we're now connected. It tells you what your battery level is and some instructions, obviously. Yeah, we got it. Now in here, this is where things start to get really cool. So we go to the guitar and we're going to go up to here to setup. It takes you through the different guitar sounds you've got. You've got pianos, bass, banjo, etc, etc. Right, there's 7 in total, I think. Okay. And obviously on here, like I said before, you've got the hammer-on, pull-off, slide functions. I don't know why they wouldn't just set that as a default, but yeah, you can turn them on and off. You've got the mute bar, so you can have that as off, as mute, or mute and chopping, I think that says. My eyes aren't very good. I'll come back to that in a bit. And if you go across here, you can select like guitar buzz noise, like fret noise, I think that is. So it all makes it sound more authentic. And you can go to string sensitivity, and you can set the volume of each individual string and the sensitivity of each individual string as well. Brilliant. And another thing I was really impressed with, I love this, is you can go here and you can choose what kind of tuning you want. So if you click on here, and you've got all these different tunings. You've got drop D there, dad gad, drop C, blah blah blah, all of those tunings in addition to what the guitar does anyway. So the app is really good for this. They've put a lot of work into this. Also on here is songs. You can play along to different songs at different levels as well. It's a little bit like a Guitar Hero kind of thing. You get the idea. And then there's obviously down here is tutorials as well. and you can do beginner courses, you can do all sorts of stuff. So if you're a complete and utter beginner, it will take you through learning chords, scales, all that stuff. The app is banging. Alright, so now you've done all that, you want to hear what it sounds like, right? It's got a built-in speaker, it's a 30-watt speaker, it's pretty loud. I'd say loud, like as in a loud acoustic guitar. So the first one we're going to do is, this is a Martin finger-picking style acoustic guitar. Pretty decent sound. I think that's quite nice actually. Moving on, we've got this is a Martin picking. Well, where's my plectrum? Let me plectrum. One of the plectrums. This is for picking. Right, cool. This is a Fender country guitar, like a Strat. It's got a picture of a Strat. This is, it says Fender Pop. Don't know what that means, but you know. Next, we've got all classical guitar. Okay, cool. Piano. This is one of my favourite. And this brings me on to the Capo feature, because that's quite high up on the piano. Alright? But on here you've got a Capo feature, so you can go down, all the way down, a whole octave. Which is nice, right? And obviously you can go all the way up. Ooh, that's 2 octaves. Lovely, right? So let's take that back down to standard. I think that's standard. Back to standard. Easy as that. Next is bass. Oh, bass, love it. Not bad. Not a bad sound. Banjo. Why? That's enough of that. Nobody needs banjo in their life. And this is a clavinet. And that's all your sounds. So I just want to go back and demonstrate, obviously, the mute bar. And I was impressed by this as well. Because obviously when I play guitar, I do a lot of looping and stuff like that. I haven't tried this with a looper yet, which I will do. But say, for instance, this chord sequence, I would hit the strings. Obviously it does nothing. But if you go to the app, and you put it on the mute bar for the chopping, I think that says. It's so small I can't read it, and I've got the glasses on. Palm muting and chopping. which I thought was really, really good. And also you've got the muting of it as well. Now, as a rhythm instrument, I think it's really, really good. I love the fact how responsive it is, like a normal guitar would be. As a lead instrument, it's a little bit more challenging, especially if you're used to bending strings and vibratoing and stuff like that. And it's a little bit janky in places. You can hear it go. It's like it doesn't keep up sometimes. Like I say, with the nylon strings and the nylon frets, its sliding is a bit challenging, and I keep trying to bend the strings because it's instinctive to, and you can't. One thing I did think might benefit this would be a whammy bar, metal frets and a whammy bar, because then at least you could have the option of doing some vibrato with the bar and maybe bending strings. Perhaps, maybe that's something Aeroband might want to include in the future. One thing I really did love about this was on the first guitar, which is the Martin, drop it down capo, so you go down 2, so you're in the D, and then drop D tuning. I love this. Same thing on the classical guitar. It's nice. Show you with the capo. So as you're going up, you have lights on the side, so you can see where you are and you can hear where you are. Whole octave higher, yeah, so it's a whole octave higher than standard, and then all the way down. No lights is standard, and then a whole octave below, if you want to. It's very quick to do. Back to standard. If you want to change the instruments on the guitar, then it's just this middle button, and you can hear what instrument it is, and there's also a light on the side, so you get to know which is which. So, dead easy to do without the app. I suppose if you're going to play it live. And once you've got the settings in the app done, it's already saved to the guitar, so the guitar will remember those settings anyway. Important to know. And there's more. If you hold down this middle button, which is the tone button, I think it is, guitar tone button, it goes into what they call easy mode. And on the app you can select different keys and things. There's an advanced mode and a basic mode. So basically you can just push one string, or you can play all strings. I suppose fun if you don't know how to play. And there's more. It has a drum machine. Set different rhythms. You can do it on the app. There's all different ones. And if you change, you can change it on here with the tone button. You can change the tempos and the different things. And you can change the speed with the capo buttons. And in that case, I feel it should have a looper function, because that would be really good, because you've got the drums there, you've got the bass guitar there, you've got piano there, you've got acoustic guitar there, you've got banjo there for some reason, you know? You could really get something going, couldn't you? Alright, so for me, this is where this becomes truly amazing. It's obviously MIDI capable, right? So you can plug it straight with the USB into your computer, which is provided, right? The computer's not provided, the cable's provided. So I'm into my DAW, I'm into Reaper, and I've set it up as a MIDI device, if you like. And I've got some VSTs, and this is my favourite piano. So I'm going to play and record. I'm going to go a bit freelance for the minute and just play the guitar like I would play the guitar with this piano VST, and see what happens, eh? Right, I'm just going to record something very subtle, very little, just to give you an idea. Do 4 tracks, 4 different VSTs, just to demonstrate the capabilities of it, really. Let's hit it. Right, so that's the piano track, which is track 1. Track 2 was acoustic guitar, which is this one. These are all free, by the way. You can get them quite easily online. Just Google it. The strings effect was this. I just used a violin for that. And finally the bass, I used... Oh, it's hidden behind all this light, hang on. This one, 4-front bass. Again, a free plug-in, easy to get. Alright then, so finally it does have a headphone jack as well, so you can do silent practice. It will just plinkety plinkety, won't annoy anyone. It's got a volume control as well for the overall volume of the speaker, so you can turn that right down. I love the fact that it's got the holes in the back there, because what you get is you get some vibrations on your body, so it actually feels like an acoustic guitar almost. It's got that vibration to it. And obviously you can plug it in to an amplifier via a normal jack, which I will be doing in another video because I will be playing this live as well. See how that goes. Okay, to summarise, it's a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. I think what you've got to do is you've got to understand that it's not a guitar, but it is a guitar. Kind of. It's like a different kind of guitar, right? Obviously you don't have the ability to bend the strings or do vibratos, and you don't get string vibrations when you're playing like a conventional guitar. But having said that, it is quite comfortable to play, I will say that. And once you get your head around that, it actually becomes quite a lot of fun, and you can transpose your current abilities to this quite easily. Just a little bit of adaptation, really. As a teaching tool, I think it would be really, really good as an entry into learning guitar, and with the app and stuff, you can easily get yourself going. And once you've got your head around chord shapes and stuff like that, and picking patterns and things, then you can move on to a real guitar as well. I think it'd be a really, really good thing for people that have any kind of medical condition or any kind of physical condition where they can't play a conventional guitar for whatever reason, because this is, like I say, it's really, really comfortable and it's really painless to play. I love the fact that it's got the metal strings here, so you do get kind of a real feel there, and they are gauged as well. So I'm coming at this at different angles because I am actually a qualified guitar teacher, as well as professional guitar player, as well as a singer-songwriter, recording artist as well. So I'm coming at it from different angles. So I'm like trying to think of it of like, would I use it as a teaching tool? Yes, entry level, definitely. Would I use it as a live instrument? Yeah, I think I could, but it wouldn't be able to replace my guitar. It wouldn't replace my Stratocaster anyway, because you can't solo on it like that. So if I'm doing blues rock gigs and stuff, I couldn't use this for that, but I could certainly use it for possibly acoustic gigs, or as an additional instrument in the band for certain songs, you know, that kind of thing. This is what I'm going to experiment with later. And as a recording artist, this is where this is brilliant for me personally. As a MIDI trigger or a MIDI guitar, whatever you want to call it, this is amazing. Putting this into my DAW and messing around with my VSTs, and how quickly and easily I can get any kind of sound I want. And because guitar is my first instrument, I'm not having to, I do play piano as well, but I don't play piano as well as I play guitar. So it's like I can really, really, you know, extend what I'm doing. And you know what VSTs are like. If you know anything about VSTs and plugins, you can get any sound you want. There's no latency with this either. That's another thing I noticed. So for me personally, I'm keeping this in the van as I travel around, because I can use this as a practice tool, songwriting tool, recording tool, possibly even a live tool. I could go busking with this, to be fair. It does have a microphone input. They didn't give me the microphone with it. I am a singer, which is a shame because I could have demonstrated that as well. But it does have a built-in microphone, so you could just literally just rock up and busk with this more than likely. You know, it would be easy. It's relatively lightweight. It's well built. I think it's a winner. For me, it's a winner. there are some problems with it. Also, I say problems. There is some improvements they could do to it, and I hope Aeroband take it on board and maybe consider putting metal frets on it and maybe a whammy bar. That would be really cool. I love the fact that you never have to tune it. You know, I mean, the possibilities are brilliant. If you just treat it as what it is in its own right, you know, and that's what I'm going to say. It's a winner for me. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to explore more with it and do more with it. I know this has been a long video, but I wanted to be really thorough with what I did with this. I think I've covered everything. I would have quite liked the white one, actually. But anyway, this is cool. I think the charge on it lasts a long time as well. I mean, I haven't really charged it. I know it's been plugged into the computer, so it's been taking some charge off of that, but I haven't charged it since I took it out of the box like 3 days ago. So thank you, Aeroband, for sending it to me. I have been honest, and I'm always honest. I wouldn't endorse something if I didn't think it was good. Same with their pocket drums. I haven't tried the pocket drums Max yet. I will do that soon, but I did like the pocket drums too. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully this has been informative for you. It took a long time to make this video, got to tell you. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all that good stuff. Peace till next time. I'll see you in the next one.